Welcome to Kiltorcan Raceway. Today, you are taking part in a Super Grand Prix event. This will consist of a 10-minute qualification session, followed by a 30-minute final race. But before we send you out to the pit lane, we have some very important safety information for you. So, if we could have your full attention for the next few minutes, please. For safety reasons, please leave all valuables in your car, or a member of staff can provide you with a basket, which will be stored safely behind reception. Kiltorcan Raceway is not responsible for the loss or damage of any items on the track. Place the balaclava over your head, making sure the top opening is along your forehead, and the bottom opening can be below your nose or mouth. Anyone with long hair must tuck it into the back of their suit or top. A member of staff would select and fit a helmet to suit you. Now it's time to put on your racing gloves and head out to the pit lane. Step safely into your cart by holding onto the steering wheel and lowering yourself into the seat. Leave a small gap when closing your visor. This will allow air to flow into the helmet and will stop the visor from fogging up. Always keep two hands on the steering wheel when driving. There are two pedals on the cart. The right green pedal is the accelerator, which increases your speed. The left red pedal is the brake, which slows the cart down or to a complete stop, depending on how hard you press. Please don't press the two pedals together at the same time, as this can damage the cart. Before you exit the pit lane, a brake test will be carried out by one of our marshals. Please do not move until you are called forward and be prepared to press your brake. Please remember that karting is a non-contact sport and it can be dangerous, so bumping into other karts or misbehaving of any kind will not be tolerated and you can be disqualified from the session at your own loss. When you leave the pit lane, you will start your 10-minute qualification session. Grid positions are determined by your overall best average lap time completed in the 10 minutes, so remember to drive consistently. After the 10-minute session, a marshal will wave the checkered flag. You must reduce your speed immediately. You will see a second marshal waving a red flag, which means you must stop your cart. Once all drivers have stopped in two lines either side of the track, the marshals will call each driver one by one to the grid position they have qualified for. When all drivers are in their grid positions, the lights will go from red to green. It is time to start the 30-minute final. At the end of your final, a marshal will wave the checkered flag. Your race is now over. Please reduce your speed to a walking pace and enter the pit lane nice and slowly, where a marshal will direct you to park your cart. Please stay seated in your cart until all carts have returned to the pits and are safely turned off. While taking part in your session on the track, please do not exit your cart unless instructed to do so by a member of staff. When you return to the briefing room, place your helmet on the bench for sanitization. Please place your used gloves and balaclava in the press or basket provided. At Kiltorcan Raceway, we use flags and boards to communicate with all drivers. Yellow flag, slow down and no overtaking. There may be an incident ahead, which means a marshal is now on the track. Black and white flag, you are driving dangerously and not obeying the rules. Black flag, you are driving too dangerously and now are disqualified and must return to the pit lane. Red flag, you must stop immediately and stay in your cart until further notice. Checkered flag, your session is now over. Please reduce your speed and return to the pit lane nice and slowly. When you return to the pit lane, please park your cart where directed. Remember, press your brake when you get to the back of another cart. Crashing into the back of another parked cart, which may have a person sitting in it, can lead to serious injury. This is your responsibility as a driver to avoid. You will also see a range of boards used by our marshals. These are to communicate with you. Remember, green pedal to go and red pedal to stop. Always keep both of your hands on the steering wheel. Never get out of your cart unless instructed to do so. No bumping into other carts. No looking behind you when driving. Yellow flag, slow down and no overtaking. Please remember, motorsport can be dangerous. All drivers are responsible for their own safety and the safety of other drivers while taking part in a karting session at Kiltorcan Raceway. If you drive recklessly or too fast, there is the possibility you could be hurt or you could hurt another driver. This is your responsibility as a driver of a motorized vehicle. Please make a member of staff aware of any medical conditions. Finally, we hope you all have a fantastic time here at Kiltorcan Raceway. Drive safe.